evening, all. I'm Epstein, and here we are with your metal market wrap-up. And this wrap-up is for the evening of August 1st, and it's Thursday, 2024, 6:30 p.m. Central Time. In times of uncertainty, people buy gold. I don't know what else to say. You've been in a free fall in industrial metals. Silver is up a little bit, but it's no longer at 31. It's at 28.50 for all purposes. Copper's not a market that was up, if you'll remember, at, what was it, May or June, at 5.20. It's pushing the $4 mark right now, and you're back under the 970 level in platinum. So we are watching industrial metals fall, interest rates crater. You're down to 391 in the 10-year. It was just recently people were saying the 10's going, and I remember it, 5.5%, 6%. So we've gone the other way under 4%. We'll probably see mortgages come down a little bit because of that, which is good news. You're getting bids in the crude. There's still no situation that makes sense in the Middle East. You know that Iran is getting together with its surrogates, and they will attack Israel. We'll wake up one of these mornings. The question is it a surgical attack or is it a big boy attack? Where Israel gets hit on from Iran, Hamas comes in some manner, Hezbollah, and Yemen starts firing away. I mean, it can all happen at one point, depending on how much armaments, what kind of missiles Iran has given to everybody, ranges. I can go on, and we will be pulled into it as the U.S. because we're there to defend Israel. So what Netanyahu did may get him a lot of fans at home because they took out two very bad people that very few of us in the West are going to cry about, but it opened a can of worms. Now the question is does Iran want to go surgically as Israel did? I was amazed to find out today that it wasn't a missile that took out the person in Tehran. It was a bomb that had been planted a long time ago. Somebody had fabulous intelligence that they knew the room, the time, so on, and they can detonate that remotely. I mean, wow. And I was reading the New York Times. They'll make a movie out of that one. I feel pretty confident about that. So in the gold market, you're back into the bids of an all-time high. If the market were to close like this tomorrow, it's an all-time high weekly close. When you look at the chart action, you've come back up. It's what I call a vertical price move. It means that every single day the market has made a higher high. It's caught the market off guard for something and made a move. You have a lower low, higher high pattern that is not a trend. The market had stopped at the 18-day average, and then on Wednesday and Thursday, it advanced over that. You know the reports that we've had the past 2 days. You know that yesterday was the Fed day, and a very important day, Fed. And now we're going to get tomorrow the jobs report. So be ready for that, because that jobs report is going to be very important. When we take a look at where it might go, you might be headed to the 25.25 area. But again, I don't see it as a trend market. I see it moving in these violent moves, up, down, and sideways, and your timing has to be literally perfect in order to catch those. It's not an easy trend to catch. The good news is the momentum is pointing up. When you look at the gold-silver ratio, it's keeping you with the idea that gold is going to gain on silver until it gets back under the red line, which is the 18-day average of closes. In the silver market, the question is, can it rally up and get back to the 18-day average of closes? That's going to be the big key in the market. Where's the battleground for it? It's crystal clear. It is the 100-day average. The market fell there, went under it, and as it came back to it, what should have been supports turned out to be a resistance point. You have an outside day down. If this high is taken out of today, Thursday, then you probably go to the 18-day average of closes, and that'll be your next battle. Copper can't get out of its own way, and looking at the numbers that you saw out of the Caxton, that is not good. All right, if you saw what happened in China, complete contraction in the manufacturing sector under the 50 level. So now you have that whole market yanking in. China refuses to address it, and you see the impact on industrial metals, including the silver market in that. Platinum had a bear market rally that we talked about this week. It went right to where I said, look at the 100-day average in green, along with the red, the 18, and that has been your battleground. And I'm telling you, traders don't know what to do with the dollar. Is it in an uptrend or a downtrend? And I'm asking that question. I don't have the answer. You went up, made a nicer high than you've made in quite a while. You cracked yesterday hard, and now you're coming right back. Traders don't know which way to go with it. Cracking 4% in the bond market, the 10-year note market, is not a good move, okay? It's happening for a reason. There's fear. Volatility in the VIX, moving to the upside. It just got down to the 11 area. Now it's back to the 19 zone. It's still low. It should be in the 20s, maybe near 30 as a norm. So we're leaving a period of that low volatility. We're falling with interest rates. That's often a sign of a turn in a market somewhere happening. So keep that in the back of your mind. And the one thing that people like to own in that is what? Typically, it's the metal market. So whether you trade futures, stocks, spiders, ETFs, I don't care which one of those you go with. If you follow me in the morning, we'll cover charts on silver, copper, gold market, the gold miners, all through that. We'll go through there looking to see are there opportunities that should be followed in them. We'll talk 40 futures charts first at 6 in the morning, a quick recording on those, 40 of them. And then at 9, I wait for the first half hour of the markets to open, and then I go at 9. And the reason is the aftermarket trades, I want them to get blended into the market. And we get a lot of reports that come out by 9 a.m. Chicago time. That's when I want them in. I review them, and then we talk about the fundamentals, where we're at in it all. So you got IraEpstein.com research. You can look at the combo package there. You can move your cursor up here. Remember, you have the jobs data tomorrow. It's going to be a very important number, and I'll cover much more of this in my other 2 videos tonight, so I hope you tune into those. You have a good evening.